Welcome to Sports Savvy TV. Well, that wraps up the NFL season. The Philadelphia Eagles defeated the Kansas City Chiefs 40-22, and an absolute beatdown from start to finish. When you look at the first possession of the game, Kansas City defense was on the field. The Eagles got the ball. They completed a fourth down pass, but was taken away by a ghost call by the referees. Everybody was like, here we go, folks. Here we go again. The referees bailing them out. It was a questionable offensive pass interference call on A.J. Brown. But what shocked me was that the Eagles completed that pass. On fourth down, from that play on, I was like, yeah, the Eagles are ready. They willing to throw the ball downfield on 4th and 2 on one of the best defenses we've seen in a while. I knew the Eagles were ready. Every time Patrick Mahomes got the ball, he was frustrated. He was uncomfortable. You could see he wasn't confident. He looked like Peyton Manning in the pocket. Anti-feet. This game reminded me when the Broncos played the Seahawks. I remember that game like it was nothing. I was rooting for the Broncos. First possession of the game, the ball goes over Peyton Manning's head. And it was downhill from there. This game was sort of like that. I'm talking about every time Patrick Mahomes dropped back, he had to run for his life out there. It was either 2 or 3 guys on him. I ain't never seen Patrick Mahomes with that much pressure on him. It's the reason why the Philadelphia Eagles were number 1 defense. They put that defense on display. This game also reminded me of the Oakland Raiders versus the Tampa Bay Bucks Super Bowl, when the Bucks annihilated the Raiders. Defense won championships, folks. Don't ever forget it. Travis Kelce was held without a catch in the first half. That let you know all you need to know about this game. The Eagles came out and took away the run game. I mean, they absolutely shut that run game down. It didn't even look like Pacheco and Kareem Hunt was even out there. They stuffed that run, man. The Eagles got a boost in their defense, though. They got the future Hall of Famer back, Brandon Graham. The Eagles were already the number 1 defense. When I heard that Graham was active and was available to play, I was like, yeah, that's the missing piece right there to push them boys over the edge. It just was too much pressure. It was just too much, man. This was one of the best defensive performances I ever watched. They were everywhere. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, they both caught a touchdown. Saquon Barkley had I think 50-something rushing on 25 carries. They held them in check for the most part. Hurts had 72 rushing and had 2 touchdowns. It was just a beautiful game all around. The offensive line was blocking real good. They didn't let Chris Jones and the rest of that defense really dictate the game, The Chiefs usually dominate on both sides of the ball. Not in this game here. The Eagles wanted it, and they played like they wanted it. Josh Sweat was everywhere. He had 2.5 sacks. Milton Williams had 2 sacks. Jordan Davis had a sack. Zach Braun had an interception. And Cooper DeJean had a pick 6 on his birthday in the first half. That felt good. I know that felt good. You couldn't dream of a better birthday present, man. When you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, Xavier Worthy had 8 catches for 157 yards and 2 touchdowns. But that don't even matter because the game was over once he got all that. Patrick Mahomes, he threw for 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and 257 yards. He clearly wasn't himself. you gotta respect that Philadelphia defense because that was an amazing performance by the Eagles. The Eagles had 135 rushing yards to go with 210 passing yards to equal 345 yards of total offense. On the other hand, the Kansas City Chiefs only had 49 rushing yards to go with 226 passing yards, which equals 275 yards of total offense. The Eagles came into this game with a game plan. They won time of possession, 37 minutes to 23. That's crazy. I think the Chiefs only had like one first down in the first half. That's crazy. I ain't never seen the Kansas City Chiefs offense get locked down like this here. Andy Reid and Steve Spagnuolo was fishing for answers all night, and they could not find them at all. The Eagles had 21 first downs to the Kansas City Chiefs 12. By winning this game, most of America is satisfied with the Philadelphia Eagles stopping the Kansas City Chiefs from making history. Not only that, the game was too big, to say, oh, the refs gonna cheat for the Chiefs. Nah, this game was too big. This was the most cleanest, well-refed Super Bowl I done watched. And this was the best ref game I ever seen with the Kansas City Chiefs. It really was. The refs didn't dictate nothing. They let them play. They let them men go out there and decide who was going to be the winner of Super Bowl 59. That's how it's supposed to be. It was beautiful. But when you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, all year the defense carried them, and you could say the refs carried them because Patrick Mahomes wasn't even an MVP candidate. That's all you need to know. When the last time a team made it to the Super Bowl and the quarterback wasn't a first-team quarterback, the headline, and the quarterback or just somebody on the team wasn't an MVP candidate? When's the last time? I'll wait. Kansas City wasn't supposed to be in this Super Bowl, but they made it. It should have been Buffalo. But hey, we happy with what we got, and we happy with the results. The Eagles are champions. They get their get back from 2 years ago. Revenge is always sweet, baby. It's always sweet. I don't think you understand how great Philly defense was. They had 6 sacks, 3 takeaways, 25 pressures, and 11 QB hits. Patrick Mahomes, you only could touch him 2 or 3 times a game, maybe 4 times. 11 QB hits? Man, if it was a script, I enjoyed this script. Man, that was beautiful out there. When you got Patrick Mahomes throwing back-to-back interceptions, forcing throws, running around, trying not to get popped. Man. That was a beautiful Super Bowl, man. It's one of the best Super Bowls, in my opinion. I enjoyed it. Not just because the Chiefs lost, because it was a clean game. You got to see the Chiefs get beat all 3 phases of the game. When's the last time Andy Reid and Steve Spagnuolo, you just can't outcoach them guys. They got outcoached in this one. The Philadelphia Eagles defense made the Chiefs offense line look like rookies out there. And you just don't see that. That ends Patrick Mahomes in the GOAT debate for sure. At least for the next 3-4 years. That's over with. As I'm watching the game, you could hear it in Tom Brady's voice. He was so happy the Eagles won this game. He know about them Eagles. He was defeated by the Eagles, so he know what they bring to the table. He know about Brandon Graham. He know about these boys, man. You know what I'm saying? But he was so happy. Anytime a guy that's coming for your throne, coming for your records, coming for your GOAT status, anytime they lose, I don't care. You happy. You know. You know what I'm saying? Folks were really trying to put this boy over Tom Brady already. Especially if he would have won. You know? You could it's like Tom Brady. That dude had a Kool-Aid smile every time Mahomes committed a turnover or when he got sacked. We couldn't see it all the time, but you felt it. You know what I'm saying? But congrats to the Chiefs for getting to the Super Bowl. But ain't no love for the loser. It's all about respect for the winners. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles from doing the impossible. Knocking off Patrick Mahomes, Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, Chris Jones, and the rest of the Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. Yeah, baby. You know how we say it down here. Congrats to the Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. This Sports Savvy TV. Y'all let me know what was the best part of this Super Bowl. I'm signing out.